New information on Vote 2022. In the upcoming primary, there are several special elections in Duval County, and some of those races are creating confusion. Some voters are also confused about what district they live in and why they're not voting for a candidate they were able to vote for before. News4JAX reporter Jim Pickett joining us live at the elections office. Jim, you looked into all this today.
That's right. This is a unique election year with reapportionment in Congress. Plus, we have some new boundary lines for city council races. But with the special city council races on the ballot coming up, the old boundary lines are going to be in play. Now, I know that's confusing, and it has been for a lot of people. So the best thing you can do is to check your sample ballot.
Even though this upcoming election is a primary, where normally you choose candidates for a particular party, that's not the case in many of the races, like the special election for sheriff, where every registered voter can participate, and the special election for 2 city council seats, Council District 9, currently held by Garrett Dennis, and Council District 7, held by Reggie Gaffney. Both are stepping down to run for another office. That's why there's a special election this month to replace their seats for the next year. James Ross thought he could vote in that race in District 7, but when he got his sample ballot, that race wasn't on it.
Are you surprised that you can't?
Yeah, I'm surprised that we can't. Why can't we? I mean, I want to know why we can't, since they did the redistricting. So when does that actually come to fruition? As far as when does that happen? When are we able to?
The answer, the council district maps were redrawn this year, but they don't apply to this special election. They will in the future, in about a year from now, when the seats are up for a full 4-year term. It's not only city council districts that have changed, so have congressional districts. For example, there are new lines for Congressional District 4, where we will see a new member of Congress elected. And in District 5, where current Congressman John Rutherford is trying to seek re-election, some who voted for him before may no longer be in his district. And it's not just Congress.
You may have been in one congressional district before, and now you're in another one. The numbers changed. You might have the same representative, but it's a different district number. So just be very, try to be informed. Look at your sample ballot. If you have any questions, go to our website.
And I keep looking at congressional, and I know state representatives and state senate districts, but a lot of those, you have new races going on in there anyway. There's not many incumbents.
Yeah, there's not many incumbents because the state representatives are termed out. So there's a lot of races on this ballot, a lot of new candidates people might not be familiar with.
So as I mentioned earlier, check that sample ballot. You should be getting that in the mail shortly. One thing, as we told you at 5, there are new voter identification cards that are being sent out to over 600,000 people. Check those as well, because that will tell you if your precinct has changed. Once again, early voting starts next Monday, and the primary is August 23rd, 3 weeks from today. We're live at the Supervisor of Elections office downtown. Jim Pickett, Channel 4, the local station.
Jim, thank you. Folks, you can also find out who's on your ballot and the stance on issues you care about with the News4JAX Voters Guide. We sat down with every candidate running for office this year and asked them about the issues our News4JAX insiders want to know. You can find this resource on news4jax.com/votersguide.